Bounce and exit rate analytics measure access and audit to increase conservation. Google Analytics provide valuable intelligence how to visitor find interact with the leave your website. The intelligence is central to improving both user experience and the profitability of your website. Google Analytics provide many useful metrics that help you do this, and two of the most useful are the bounce rate and exit rate. The difference between a bounce and exit can be confusing, especially if you are new to analytics. The goal of the article then is demystify that too and explain why they are important. It also acts to guide to interpreting bounce and exist data and how to leverage them in order to improve the performance of your website and increase conservation. Making an impress then count. Before you can understand and calculate bounce rate, you need to know a little about entrance page, also referred to as landing page and entry page. Google define as entrance page as interest. The metric identifies the number of interest your site, if it will always to equal to that number of visit when applied over your inter website. Thus this metric is most useful and when combined with a particular contact page, as which point it will indicate the number of times a particular page served as entrance to your site. In short, an entrance page is the first a visitor land on when visiting a web entrance. As well see a key factor is consolidating bounce rate and how to view your entrance in Google Analytics. You can easily view entrance you are following these simple steps. Go to behavior under report and click on site contact. Click on all page view our entrance, and entrance are particularly helpful since they can show your which page are bringing the most visit to your site. They can also tell you opposite and help you identify the weakest page with lower bounce rate. Well, what is bounce? A bounce is single page visit. A bounce occurs when a visitor enter and exits a website view another page other the entrance page. And what is bounce rate? If for example 100 visitor 100 visitor interest your site view page, and 20 of them leave without clicking through of any other page would have a bounce rate of 20 percentage. And some of report Google Analytics guarantee will give site wide emergence. The screen grab above the being taken from the top contact SEO, which can be found to clicking the contact tab in your Google Analytics dashboard. The first thing you might notice that it will be at every bounce rate and average exit rate together. The result is greater than 100% is bounce rate and exist. They are measured to how many people leave your site. How can the total be greater than 100%? The answer is that is not, and you might be followed into thinking the bounce rate is calculated as a percentage of page view. That is logical thought. Science is the finger is the report. However, when added together, bounces and exist would again the greater than the total page view. And bounce rate is not based on the number of visitor on the number of page view is bounced on the intense what people bounce because of many reasons. That key of reducing your bounce rate. Leave